Have you ever been watching a thrilling college basketball game? The tension is high. A team calls a crucial timeout, and then after the huddle, you notice the ball is suddenly somewhere new on the court? It can be a bit confusing to track exactly what happens next. Well, after a timeout ends in college basketball, play always resumes with a throw-in from a designated spot, determined by where the ball was and what action occurred immediately before the timeout was called. This ensures fairness and consistency, getting the game back into action efficiently. The placement of the ball is governed by specific rules set by the National Collegiate Athletic Association, or NCAA, to ensure that neither team gains an unfair advantage. Generally, if a timeout is called while the ball is live and in player possession, the throw-in will be at the spot nearest to where the ball was located when the timeout was granted. If a foul or a violation occurred just before the timeout, the throw-in location will be determined by that specific infraction, such as a baseline throw-in after a made basket or a side out after a common foul. Understanding these nuances helps you appreciate the strategic decisions coaches make. For instance, if a team has advanced the ball past the mid-court line into their front court and calls a timeout, they will generally throw the ball in from that same front court spot. However, if a team calls a timeout while the ball is in their back court, they might have the option to advance the ball to the front court if it is within the last minute of the second half or any overtime period, throwing in at a designated spot beyond the mid-court line, specifically the 28-foot mark. This tactical option, known as the advance the ball rule in late-game situations, is a great example of how the NCAA rules add an extra layer of strategy. It allows a team to quickly get into an offensive set rather than having to dribble the entire length of the court, saving precious seconds. Recognizing when a team gets this advantage can often signal a critical moment in the game. So the next time a timeout is called, you will know exactly why the ball ends up where it does. These rules are designed to maintain competitive balance and add a fascinating layer of strategy to how teams manage the game clock and offensive possessions. It is all about quick transitions and ensuring every possession has a clear start, keeping the intensity of college basketball high.